Hey everyone, welcome back to Oblivion in VR. For the 5th episode now. I didn't even think we were going to get 4 of these out, but we've done 5. 6 if you count the sort of testing video that I did years and years ago. So this video is different because not only are we doing VR Oblivion, but we're also doing modded VR Oblivion. So there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to see. But yeah, enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end to sort of talk about it a little bit more. Let me tell you guys a little bit about the mods that I've set up, and I'm going to walk around the Imperial City whilst I tell you about it. And then afterwards we'll go and look at some stuff and see how it's improved and whether it's better or worse in some places. So the first thing I did was I tried to use my own mods, and I cooked a bunch of stuff together, and I had about 65 to 80 mods, nothing crazy, but you know, some pretty big ones, graphics overhauls, lighting effects, Oscuro's Oblivion overall, you know, big stuff. And eventually I got them all to work together. There was a huge one for the Imperial City. It was quite cool. Like, this whole area had like a second story to it, and there were more shops at the top. It really sort of brought the city alive, and I thought, yeah, that's great. And I don't know what happened, but it was crashing constantly. I was getting like 20 frames a second. I got 3090. I shouldn't be getting 20 frames a second on Oblivion. But it was really bad. And I reached a point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see if there's a Wabbajack for this. For anyone that doesn't know, Wabbajack is a really cool modding tool that's mainly used for Skyrim, but it's used for all sorts of games. And it basically gets a bunch of mods that work together and installs them for you, and it's, you know, a lot less hassle. First of all, everything looks so good. It's interesting because that's obviously... So the frame that's in is obviously modded. That never used to be gold. But the picture itself looks really, really good. It's just an upscaled version of the original. This one over here is obviously, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's something wrong with that. That doesn't look as good. But yeah, like, everything looks really smart and nice. I really wish that mod that I'd installed originally was in it, though, the one that adds like the second story to the shops, because it was really cool. But I did get footage of it, so you guys can see it. But yeah, everything appears to sort of be really nice. Let's have a quick look inside a shop just to see if anything's changed. Also, the loading screens are really high res now, which is nice. Geez, you've had a bit of a glow up, haven't you? You're supposed to be like 60.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance.
You're a bit close.
I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
Great. So, I'm just going to do that quickly so I can look around while I talk to you guys. So there was one mod that I got which I thought was really good for supporting VR, because it stopped the camera from zooming in when you talk to people. And in 2D Oblivion, I think that's pretty cool. I like it when it does that. It adds to the intimacy of your conversation. But obviously with VR, it's very jarring. And I found a mod that got rid of that. Unfortunately, it's not part of this mod pack, and because of how volatile this has been, I don't want to do anything to aggravate it, so I'm not going to insert that. But it is available if anybody's interested, and it did work. I don't know if it works with the Wabbajack, and I don't know how you'd go about adding it. I personally have been at my limits with setting this mod up, so I'm just happy that it's working, and that's where I'm going to stay. But I had all sorts of, you know, sort of must-have Oblivion mods. Like, I had the improved UI, I had the big map, I had like the Cloaks of Skyrim, that one. Cloaks of Oblivion.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Right. Now, let's have a look. Let's see what else we can do. Where is pretty? Let's go to Bruma. And let's see what Bruma looks like, say, I don't know, at night time or something. I'm also curious to see if the lights are going to be all messed up. Whoa, that's pretty. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, the lights work. That's where it's supposed to be. If you guys have watched my previous videos, you know I've had major trouble getting those to stay in the right place. I think it's because of the resolution I was using. I think it was too wide. Because when I go like that, I don't think that changes much for you, but like when I go into like the menu mode on VorpX, everything went back to where it was. And that's because it's like a stable resolution, and then you go like that and bring it all back. And I think because I've got it in the same resolution that the menu mode is, I think it's fixed that problem. Look, there's smoke up there and it's actually coming out of the chimney. And that sky looks nice. Everything looks really nice. The lighting is lovely, I've got to say. And these guys look like they've got some improved armour. Yeah, they got cloaks. They got like little wolf pelts, which makes sense, right? Because Bruma is really cold. That is so good. Alright, I'm really impressed now. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look in here. That sign as well looks really nice.
What is it? Hello. Is it true that Arentus Falvius will teach people
What's your
conjuration?
So,
Not your average.
some of the effects, like the effects are in the right place, but I've noticed in VR, like that might look completely normal for you guys, although if I do that, you see it wobble a little bit. But, you know, I'm not going to get nitpicky, I am stood right next to it, but that
What have you
is
been up to?
quite
I
clearly,
heard that Nord warriors have traveled
like from my point of view, that doesn't look like it belongs there. Well, it doesn't, it looks too... It looks like somebody's taken one of those green screen fire effects off of YouTube and imposed it into this gameplay. That's how it looks. So it's fine, but when you get close enough to it, it just looks a bit off.
They say that the
So let's go have another look around, because this is so nice. Look, they've got the lights. I can't remember what the mod's called, but these chimneys are fantastic. Wow, that really adds to things. The moon's a little bit close. Just a little bit. Oh man, I love Bruma. I've always wondered, like, where would I live if I lived in Oblivion? Like, if I lived in Cyrodiil. And I think it would probably be Bruma, because it's just so... It's very quaint, it's very cozy. It always snows, which I love. It's just cool. Yeah, I love Bruma. Let's go have a look at some other stuff. Cheydinhal, I'm not sure what to expect from Cheydinhal, because it's, I don't know, it's like... It's got some pretty areas and it's got some kind of not so nice areas. This pathway is lovely. You can tell that's been improved. The chapel looks great. Let's have a look at the water. There is none. There's no water. Alright, well, can't have everything, I suppose. I want to go have a look at that guard, because they look like they had some unique armour on. Again, like the smoke and the lights, they look really good. Looking cool, looking cool. They've got like a... Yeah, they do look a little different. Hang on. Stand there for a sec, mate. No, stop. Yeah, he's got like one shoulder plate that's bigger than the other. That's cool. It's giving them a lot of identity. I like that. It's a bit weird that there's just bridges that go over nothing, but the water is like... Look. I'm in the water. Okay, great. This is the bit that I'm excited to see, this area, because it's got lots of nice lights. Look, the lights are actually in the torches. That's not going to get old anytime soon for me. That looks beautiful. And the moon, wow. Yeah, that is really good. The textures are fantastic. The textures are really nice. These beams look wonderful. The smoke is so nice behind that house, and then you've got the chapel. Yeah, this is really good. This is really special. Upscaled flags. Yeah, this is really nice. Look at that, that's so good.
Go ahead.
Right, so I kind of just want to, because, you know, the thing is, right, this is probably going to be my last Oblivion VR video, unless for some reason there's like a really high demand for another one. I've done 6 of these now if you count the original sort of test video. And I feel like there's only so much left that I can do, you know? But, I mean, I love this game. I'll take any excuse to keep playing it, but, you know, let's just look at everything. Let's try and see as much as we can. I don't mind if it's a long video. I just hope that I've got enough storage on my PC. Still recording? Yep. If we run out of storage, we run out of storage. What's your armor like? Whoa!
Hi.
Wow, that's new. The colours are a little bit off, I will admit. But that looks really cool. Like, you know, Chorrol is like a really upper class, fancy area. And that checks the vibe, you know? Man, I just want to be everywhere at dawn and dusk, because these lights are fantastic. Oh, everything just changed. Okay. Still looks fantastic, though. I wonder if the armour looks better now. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it was a lighting issue. Yeah, that looks really cool. That looks really, really good. This is actually running really smoothly. I was expecting a lot of frame problems, a lot of stutter. The only thing that I've kind of got a little bit of is the classic VorpX. Like, if I move my head too quickly, I can kind of see the edges of, like, there's a border. You're not supposed to be able to see it, and I've zoomed in a little bit to sort of limit that. I don't see it if I go like this, but if I start really turning my head,
How can I help you?
I can see. But, you know, not bad for a 19-year-old game? No, wait, what year is it now? 2025. It came out in 2006. 19 years? Is it 19 years?
Hello there.
Wow. That's so cool. The trees look a bit like toothpicks. That's one problem with this mod, I gotta say. Well, when I say this mod, I mean VorpX. Is that trees, unless you're within sort of 10 meters of them, they do not look good. They really don't look good at all. But, you know, they look absolutely fine here. Really nice. But I think that's just because, you know, there's a lot of 2D on that tree. So when you get far enough away, you can start to see the sort of imperfections in the, I guess sprite. It's not really a sprite, is it? But you know what I mean. Alright, cool. So we've had a little look at Chorrol, Cheydinhal and Bruma. We've been to the Imperial City, Skingrad. I'm right in saying Skingrad's probably the fanciest city, right? It's got the most expensive house, if I remember correctly.
You're on. Another day, another symptom. How are you?
That's interesting.
Tidings, citizen.
Alright, mate. How you doing? How's the wife? That's really cool. Everybody's been beautified. You all look very handsome. You've all got goatee stubble. Even the beggar. I bet the beggar's well good looking. Yeah, look at that. Everybody's doing the blue steel face. Yeah, this is nice. Daytime as well looks great. The shadows have been redone. Look at the detail on that floor. Wow. I don't know how that looks for you guys, but for me that looks so good. That is really high detail. This mod pack was about just under 50 gigabytes, I think. But I think you need 75 gig free to run it, or something like that. I think because of the download being about 50, and then I guess it unpacks everything. I'm pretty sure it's Skingrad where you do the Dark Brotherhood quest where you go to the party. Is that right? Where you go in and you have to kill everybody in the party. And you can choose how you want to do it, and they all think, oh, who's the murderer? Man, Oblivion had the best quests, especially the Dark Brotherhoods. And oh god, it's Glartha. No, I don't want to talk to you, Glartha. I'm leaving. Yeah, go on, we'll have a look at Kavatch. We'll have a cheeky look. I want to see how the Reds look in Oblivion, you know? Like, we'll save it just outside of Kavatch so I can reload and we can go travelling elsewhere. Hello.
Come on, run while there's
So
still
close
time.
to my face. Right, let's just... Yep. Okay.
I can't say.
I've looked everywhere. Perhaps she's still in Kavatch. In a basement.
Come on, run while there's still time. There's a lot more grass, although, let me have a look at the difference. Yeah, see, in 2D this looks really, really good. But as I say, anything that's sort of 2D, like the leaves on the trees, the grass, etc., from a distance it gets really sharp and crackly. That's probably the best way I can put it. Like it looks very low res. So all of this extra foliage is really cool, and it'd probably look worse without it, if we're being honest, but I think it's not adding to it in the way that it adds into a 2D game. Wow. Look at that parallaxing. It probably always did that, but I've never paid attention. Here we go. I wish that there was a bit more red coming out of that gate, you know, a bit more hard light. Cool. Man, my sword looks good, wow. Saw a bit of my arm there, don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, Matthias, get out of the way. I got you, bro. I'm going straight in, I'm not even going to talk to him. Right, Mehrunes Dagon's Oblivion. Wow, look at that silhouette. That hits so much harder in VR. Oh my god, the gate's massive! I didn't even realise. God, that's good. And this, you can tell these textures have been redone. Whoa, alright mate, calm down. Calm down. Easy now. Oh yeah, I've got to help. I've got to help bro. No, he's dead! No! Did anybody else, when they got their athletics to like a certain, or acrobatics to a certain point, instead of like waiting to do like the long route, you just get around a corner and jump, and then, oh, like that. And you just, because you stay in the air for so long, you could jump just completely around this gate and get all the way through without having to do anything else. For some reason, look, lava is doing the same thing water's doing. I guarantee if I stand in here... Yep, oh, that's quicker than I remember. You got these plants that hurt people. Begins with a H. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to reload, because we've got a lot on the agenda, and I've only got a few gigabytes of storage. Oh, I was just thinking I'll go to Anvil because it's got lots of water. What can't I see? Oh, okay, I can see it. Sort of, but not in the way I'd like. I don't want to go swimming in that. Does that look the same for you guys? Yeah, it does. Wow, that's that's not good. That's quite bad. Oh, look at all that sewage. Let's go inside. See, this is... man, I can't wait for Sky Oblivion. It's... You gotta remember, right, it's a Skyrim mod that is... You know, like, think about this. Mods in Skyrim typically work in Skyrim VR. So if Sky Oblivion works in Skyrim VR, we can have all this high resolution, high poly count, motion controls if you're so inclined, and if you're not, that's cool too, because you don't have to. Like, when Sky Oblivion comes out, you better believe I'm going to be doing big videos on that. Big time. Not just on the game itself, but also on doing it in VR. Because that is going to change everything. That might actually warrant me to do full playthroughs in VR. And I've played this game to death, as you can probably tell. Let's have a look at what their armour looks like.
Greetings to you.
It's very Anvil, I will admit. It's very sort of flashy, but in a sort of weird way. Like, not a lot of bright colours, but still designed, if that makes sense. That's very Anvil, isn't it? Dull colours, but designed is Anvil. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah? Oh, man, that's well nice. Yeah. That looks great, wow. Silver home. Let's have a look at your armour.
Let's hear it.
Okay, is that supposed to be... Yeah, it's supposed to be rusty. Alright, fair enough. I appreciate that it's rusty because it's Bravil, and Bravil is like, you know, the slum. Sort of, the lighting just changed again. Okay. Bravil... I appreciate that it's rusty because Bravil is supposed to be like the slum sort of city. You know, it's the poor city. But I can't help but feel like something's missing there. It just doesn't look quite right. But I do appreciate the effort to keep it sort of lore accurate. That's very good. These signs look great. What do the Argonians look like? Oh man, you actually look really good. That's well good. This is really nice. You know what? Honestly, I'd even live in Bravil. If you said to me, you got to live you get to live in Cyrodiil, but you have to start in Bravil, I'd be like, all right. Like, Bravil isn't that bad. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't have a lot going for it, but it's fine. Like, they've got, I mean, they've got a chapel, they got magic, they got the Night Mother, or is that Bravil? Yeah, look, they got the Night Mother. Hidden underneath this, spoilers for a 19-year-old game. Look, there's the listener. Man, I thought it was so, like, I remember coming to Bravil during my early playthroughs and seeing this guy and thinking, what is his deal? Because if you talk to him, he's like, oh, I'm busy.
I'm sorry, but I'm really not one for engaging in conversation.
So I always wondered, like, what is his deal? So he's obviously like, he's the listener for the Dark Brotherhood, and the Night Mother's buried underneath this statue, and he's listening to her to get the contracts that you're going to get if you join the Dark Brotherhood. So sick. So sick. And obviously, everything that happens later, man, I just love it. I just feel bad for Lucien LeChance, because that guy had the rawest deal. Big time. Leyawiin. Leyawiin's an interesting one, because it's also poor, but it's pretty. It's like they really, you know, they dolled it up. Oh, that gate looks nice. Let's have a look at what their armour looks like. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I think it looks a bit too trashy. Like, it's a little too, you know, I can't afford shoulder pads sort of thing. I think if they were going to do that, they should have at least given him some pauldrons. Because really, Bravil should have looked like this. And Leyawiin should have had their chest plate, but with silver.
Well met.
I like that they've included, some of them have got their arms out, though. I think that's kind of cool, but I think it's probably a little bit too trashy for Leyawiin. Have I entered the wrong... I have, haven't I? Is this the entrance to the city? No, that's the door to Cyrodiil. Where have I gone? Have I gone to the castle? No? Ooh. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we want that. Alright, that's more like it. Let's have a look at it during the day, because we've been going around during night quite a lot. I want to see how pretty things are during the day. The Argonian flesh looks fantastic.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Yeah, whatever, mate. Whatever. It looks really nice. Actually, wow, yeah, oh my god, they've really improved Leyawiin. Look at all this foliage. Again, like, it's not, you know, the prettiest sight in VR, but I can respect that that's because I'm doing something to this game that you're not supposed to do to it. The one thing I do like about the sleeveless guards is it implies that this area is warm, right? And there's a lot of foliage, even in the vanilla version, and it kind of implies that, you know, you're in a southern area where it's a little bit hotter and there's more room for things to grow. But yeah, they do look a little bit, I can't afford real armour.
Hail.
Also, is he... Surely you're supposed to have like 2 shoulder straps. That doesn't look right. What is the
Have
Khajiit?
pity, sir. I got nothing to eat.
You got nothing to eat. Okay. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doesn't look too bad. Isn't there... There's supposed to be like some colourful houses around here, but I don't know if these are those houses, and they've just been... I think they've been retextured, haven't they? Yeah, these are supposed to be colourful. I don't know how I feel about that, because on the one hand, these do look really good, but on the other hand, a big part of Leyawiin's character is that they've painted their houses, because it's kind of, you know, they're making an effort to sort of shine in a sort of impoverished area, and I think that's really cool. It kind of adds that, you know, Leyawiin is this proud community. You know, they're really happy people. They like what they have, and you know, they're not ashamed of sort of having less than some of the other cities. That's the kind of lore that I kind of got out of the houses being painted the way they were. So I feel like that's kind of a miss. But I do like this look. You know, it suits the area. I just feel like lore-wise it kind of detracts maybe. So let's have a look somewhere else. So we've been to Bravil, we've been to Leyawiin, Cheydinhal. Have we been to everywhere now? Yeah, we have. I think we've remembered to go to everywhere. All right, so we've got to have a look at what the Shivering Isles looks like. So let's make a quick swim in the water. Yeah. And let's go find out what the Shivering Isles looks like. And it is this way. There it is. Yeah, the problem with the water is really ruining this for me. I mean, you know, thankfully there's not too much of it in the sort of northern part of the game, which is, I guess, where you spend most of your time, but this is atrocious. I mean, look at that, that's bad. And yet, here's the weird thing, it's rendering water over there, just not here. It's actually, hey, that's better though. Alright, I feel a bit better doing that. Oh, it's weird, I'm getting like lots of warping because the waves are changing the image in front of me, which is realistic, right? Oh, a little bit of popping. That's terrifying though. That's really creepy, the way it's just floating there, and I'm, you know, it's very cosmic horror sort of. Gives me the same vibe that like Death Stranding did when they released the trailers for that. Okay. I'm out of the water and I found the strange door. I can't go in straight away, can I? Have to.
Madness! Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me! I won't go back! You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Man, the voice acting in Oblivion is so good. All I've got is the short sword from when you first start the game. I literally left the prison and then started making this video. Damn, is it actually possible for him to kill the guard? What you got? Yeah, I want to dress like I'm from Shivering Isles. Why not? Have they upped the textures? They have? Yeah, that robe is definitely different. Patchwork pants. Yeah. And then, yeah, oh. Yeah. Now you're talking.
Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy! Useless mortal meat, walking.
This looks great. Let me in.
Bring me a champion. A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen.
The guy that did Sheogorath and the Imperial, among others, voices.
Bring me a champion. Rend the flesh of my foes. A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies.
There we go. Man, I love Shivering Isles. It's so good. Hey Haskell, how you doing? Long time no see.
Another mortal. Quaint. Yes, what can I do for you? I imagine you're here about the door.
Strange.
Yes.
I'm just going to skip through this. Haskell looks fantastic though. He looks really, really good. Oh, this is going to look nice when the butterflies sort of. Why is it snowing indoors? That's not supposed to do that. Also, it's not actually like snowing. There's just an effect that's like around me. Wait.
Well?
Oh yeah, I'll do it. Sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah. It's definitely not supposed to be snowing indoors. The room looks good though. The table looks a bit low res, but not too bad. Right, here we go. Here's the cool bit. Wow. It's fantastic, guys. I love this. This is so good. Everything's really high res. Everything's really sharp and crisp. There's a bit of popping going on. But wow. Should probably save it in case something bad happens. I mean, this is just... Look at these textures on that as well. You know, now that those effects have been fixed, I really feel like this is so viable to do a full playthrough. And I'm saying, honestly, when Sky Oblivion comes out, it's happening. Like, I am doing full playthroughs in VR. Try and stop me. Right, let's toggle map markers 1, because I know every Oblivion code, apparently. Let's go to Bliss. And we'll look at the stuff we looked at last time, see how much better it looks. Oh, it's so nice to actually see the effects where they're supposed to be. They look a little out of place, like it doesn't... You can tell it's an effect when you're in VR, but... Oh, it looks good. Look at that torchlight. The Golden Saints.
Quickly, mortal.
Man, he's really smoothed those out.
Cease your prattling.
As in the Saints, not them. Not what I meant.
Greetings.
Hello, mate. Oh yeah, this guy's afraid that that the walls are going to come down, so he doesn't sleep indoors. Man, Bliss is so pretty. This mod has done so much. Look at that, that's beautiful. Let's have a look over here where the big torches are, because that was something I wanted to see last time, and I couldn't enjoy it last time because the effects were in the wrong place. But yeah, look at that! Man, the art direction for Shivering Isles was so cool. Your whole kingdom is split down the middle. Let's have a look at the Dark Seducers, see how they compare. Hello.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Wow, look at your eyes.
Blessings, citizen.
Ah, it's so cool. Whoa. Ah, it's just sick. And the idea that they're totally split based off of, you know, two sides of the same coin sort of deal. Let's go have a look in here. See what old Shegorath's looking like. I hope they haven't beautified him. At least not too much.
Always a pleasure.
I mean, he should have grey hair, but he doesn't look too bad.
How about that?
Right, well anyway, see you guys. Let's have a quick look at, what's it called? Mania and Dementia, Bliss and... Oh, it's going to bug me, and I'm in the air, so it won't let me fast travel. Crucible every time. I did that in the last video as well. Yeah, that is cool. That's some proper Cthulhu looking stuff, that is. Wow. I love the purple. Let's see it during the day. Textures look really good. The textures are way better. Even the Khajiits have got the blue steel sort of look to them. How's the orc look?
Hello.
Still pretty ugly. Sorry, mate. It's good though, yeah, wow. Yeah, that is great. That is so great. I don't really know where else to look now, to be honest. We've kind of been everywhere, haven't we? Man, I remember first time I went into Shivering Isles, I just didn't want to leave. Like, I was like, I never want to go back to Cyrodiil, and I didn't for a couple of playthroughs, I think. As soon as I got here, I was like, that's it. I'm doing Shivering Isles for 100 hours. It is a shame about that water. Let's just go into the arena quickly and just have a little look. As far as the combat, because I haven't really spoke about combat for a couple of videos, it's fine. Like it's you know, it's Oblivion combat in VR. It's a little bit personal. You know, things do get sort of thrown at you, but it doesn't mess with your head too much. But yeah, the lighting in here is really good. Why are you naked? What the hell is that? Alright, well, whatever's best for you, mate. Oh, wow, the Grey Prince's armour looks so good! So this is... Oh, it's just what the... Okay, right. So they give classic gladiator armour to the men, and then the women get bikinis. That's such a typical
I don't know
Oblivion
who you are,
mod.
friend, but you've got about
not that.
10 seconds to tell me.
I want to be a combatant. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take a light raiment. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for the light raiment. It is a bit frustrating that you have to fix the FOV every time you want to... talk to somebody, but it's not too bad. Wow. Okay, I take it back. That is not classic gladiator armor. What does the heavy raiment look like? Take one of these. Also, wait. What is this? Arena rags. Blue, red, yellow. I want to see what they look like too. Arena mage garments. That's new. Let's have a look at it all. So, arena mage garments. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually appreciate that. Arena rags. Oh, so it's just like a little... Oh, cool. And then the heavy one. Right, the heavy one, you still don't need the codpiece. You know, maybe put some of those rags in front. But, it looks alright, actually. I quite like that. Okay, so let's have a quick go. I need to tell him that I want to do a fight.
You haven't run home.
Ready for a match.
Ready? You call that ready?
What do you mean I'm not wearing my raiment? I am wearing my raiment. Do I have to put on the one you gave me?
You haven't run. Ready?
That's a classic modding problem. That's happened to me a few times. Let's, oh, hello. Let's just, oh, okay, I wanted to take his armour. But of course, he's not killable, is he? Alright, the arena looks pretty sick. I really appreciate that they've changed the armours. It's a really cool addition. Really makes that difference to the lore. As I say, I think Leyawiin's probably not been treated as well as it could have been. But yeah, like even this, like I love... Oh man, they've actually changed quite a bit about that. Look, it's very like angular and really Roman now. Like it was always quite Roman, obviously, but yeah, look at the red underneath the sort of skirt flapping thing. That's awesome. So that was it, and yeah, that was really good. It ran really smoothly. I've got almost no complaints. In fact, my only complaint, and this is kind of on me, it's not really on the mod list itself, but There's a mod that stops the camera from zooming in when you talk to people, and that would have fixed a lot of the faff for me, because I'm not constantly having to hit the console button, hit up, repeat the command every single time I talk to somebody. Obviously you talk to people a lot when you actually play Oblivion, so that would kind of get in the way of that. And it's not a game ruining experience for me, but I would be a bit like, oh, gotta press it again. And that mod would fix that problem, so I'd recommend that mod. I wish I remembered what it was called, but I did download a lot of mods and then suddenly delete them all and then do a Wabbajack, so forgive me if I don't remember all the mod names, I'm sorry. But apart from that, you know, now that the resolution's in the right place, the effects are working, that mod is actually very stable once it is installed. It's really good. It's a really nice upgrade, and it's very lore friendly, and it doesn't change too much, and it just does a lot of upscaling, fixes a lot of the lighting stuff. It's just really nice. It's a really solid mod, actually. I was not expecting it to be that good. I was kind of worried that I was downloading something that wasn't going to be very good at all. But yeah, like, can't knock it. I can't wait for Skyblivion, and when Skyblivion comes out, you better believe I'm going to be doing videos on it. I'll do VorpX videos, I'll do Skyrim VR videos where I port Skyblivion into Skyrim VR to see if it works with hand controls and everything, and if it does, mate, I'll do a whole playthrough. I don't even care. I'll do it on the channel if that's what people want to see. I would love to do that. Absolutely love to do that. I don't think I've really got any more room to do any more of these Oblivion VR videos, because I kind of think I've covered everything. But if you guys want to see more, if there's anything you're interested in, please let me know. It doesn't have to be limited to Oblivion. I'm happy to do any game, really. I really like that my Oblivion videos have reached an audience now where people are actually asking me to do certain stuff. I've had a few people say to me, can I do a modded version of Oblivion in VR? Which is really cool. And, you know, like, if you guys want me to make stuff, please let me know. I'm very humbled every time somebody actually asks me to make content. It's a really rewarding feeling when you know that people are enjoying what you make. So, thank you. But there's just a thing I wanted to talk about quickly, and that is the setting up of this mod. Because, oh my god, it was awful. Setting this mod up, the first thing I did was I tried to make my own sort of mod list, if you like, because that's what I used to do when I was younger. Back before you had things like Wabbajack and VorpX and stuff, you used to just open Oblivion Mod Manager, drag a bunch of stuff into your data folder, and then tick everything and hope that it was in the right order. These days, there's a lot more that you can do. So I also wanted to see, you know, what the difference would be. And big difference, big difference. So my modded version, which you'll see on the screen now, is like, visually it's quite cool. There's a lot wrong with it. It's running at about 15 to 20 frames a second. It's also just very unstable. There's a lot going on that didn't really work. It was so unstable, even in 2D. Before I added the VR element, I was walking around and I was like, this does not look good. So I thought, alright, I've given it a go. Let me see if there's a Wabbajack. Now, for those of you that don't know, Wabbajack is a modding tool that you can use, which basically takes a bunch of mods that work together and it installs them all for you. And that's the short version. There's a bit more to it than that, but that's the short version. So I found an official Wabbajack for an Oblivion upgrade, if you like. It's called Heartlands, and I'll leave links in the description below for everything you need to know about this mod. But I set it up, and oh boy, was that a nightmare too. I set it up, it failed, then I went to set it up again, it said it worked, but it actually failed, then it failed a third time, then the fourth time I got it to work. I open Oblivion crashes. I follow every forum, I go on Reddit, I'm reading everything I can. From 10 in the morning, maybe earlier, until about 7 at night, I was trying to just get this thing to work. And finally, just before I was about to give up, I got it to open. And I gave it a quick run through. I got through the dungeon, got through the prison, you know, like the sewers. And I got out and I was like, okay, it works. And I thought I could add some more mods, because there's some mods that weren't included, but I'm not going to risk it. So there's some stuff that I would have liked to have seen in this that isn't in it. But I thought I'd rather have a stable modded video that I can show people, something that works, and not mess this up and give myself an extra day's worth of work. But it works. It's a stable version. I've got it working in VR. Would you believe I had more problems this morning, but I finally got it working. And I've even fixed a couple of problems from the previous videos. I would say now that this game, the way I've modded it, the setup I've got, it's in a situation right now where this is completely playable. You could do a full playthrough and it would be a fantastic time. I promise it's not as bad as I made it sound. I just had a really rough time with it myself. But I know what I'm doing now, and now that I know what I'm doing, I can honestly say that it's not that bad. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Peace.
Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, or Yaron will do terrible things to your dad.
Present your dad so he can get the suck.